Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video is going to be photography and video editing. So I have here with me
Ben from Studio One Photography,
and we are shooting live from Photo Palace. Today I'm going to be the model and he's going to be the photographer, so it's going to be a collaboration and we are about to create magic. So after taking the pictures, we are going to edit the pictures and we are going to show you guys how we're going to edit the pictures. So Eben is the one going to take the pictures and show you the editing process, and I'll be assisting him. So let's get into the video.
So now we are done with the shoot.
Yeah.
And then we are here now. We are coming to select the best images, or we're going to pick one of them and and edit that particular picture. So we select this one, and then we want to do a little adjustment to it. So we are, I think I want to increase the shadows a bit so that the shadows look a bit flattery. It doesn't look too dark, or so we increase the shadows a little bit. I actually like this picture.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So now let's open with Photoshop, and then we do the retouch work there.
Okay.
So
sure.
the only adjustment I wanted was to just increase the shadows.
Increase the shadows, okay. Yeah. So can I ask a question? So let's say whenever you take a picture, is it always like to increase the shadow, or it depends on the exposure and?
Yes. So it depends on the exposure. You know, sometimes you would want to reduce highlights if there's too much highlights, or if the exposure is too much, you want to reduce the exposure or the brightness. But this image, the exposure is fine. So all I wanted to do was to bring in some light into the shadows so that it looks a bit good to the eye. It doesn't look too dark.
Okay.
So now that we're in Photoshop, we add a new layer so that we will do healing. We will want to heal the skin.
So
that's
like
cleaning the blemishes. Yes.
Dark spots.
Exactly.
The pimples, those kind of.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we will remove all the pimples, the dark spots, or anything that will be difficult to remove when we are doing our airbrush or another stuff, or our let's forget that then. Yeah. Okay. So we're removing the dark spots so that it makes it easier for us to do our frequency separation, because that's the method we're using today to do our retouch.
So we are retouching the picture.
Yeah. So currently we'll remove all the dark spots, the most visible dark spots.
Okay.
We'll remove them. Yes.
And it's not necessary that you have to move every black spot the way you want your picture to be.
Yes. It depends on the photographer, or whoever is, or the editor. Yes. So yes, how you want your image to look. So you just remove what you feel good about, or what you feel is bad on the image. Yeah. It depends on you. You don't have to do exactly what everybody is doing. Every editor or photographer will treat this image differently according to their own.
Everybody have their own style.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
and signature.
Yes, exactly. So we are removing the lines in the neck, and also the neck will look flat. Then the lines actually make it look a bit folded or something. So we want to have a smooth, not very smooth neck, but an even toned neck. Yeah, that's why you remove. You can choose to leave it, but as I said, it depends on the photographer. Yeah. So sometimes when you're using the healing brush, there are certain things that do not leave or are not healed easily. So we'll try and use the clone stamp to remove those ones. So we use the clone stamp with a very low flow, and then we'll try and use that one to clean. So you can see that it's working. It looks better than when we use the healing brush. So we just use the clone to do a little bit of skin healing so that we get an even skin. Or better still, we are able to remove the blemishes that we couldn't do with the healing brush. That we are creating a layer on top of the other layer, so we are merging the other layers and creating a new layer. Yeah, and we will do our frequency separation on this layer. Yeah, so we'll create our advanced. Yeah, so we have the actions here. We have the advanced frequency separation action. So now we click on that and then we play it, and then we use it to do our retouch. We are doing frequency separation now. This is the layer, the low frequency layer is for the it deals with colors in the skin. So we try to, and that's where we put the action gives you a bit of help. So we use a radius of 5. For me, that's what I use. Other photographers will use different numbers. It depends on
you, the photographer.
Yeah, so we use the mixer brush to blend the colors in the low frequency layer. Then when we are done, we use the clone tool. We use the clone tool to clean any other blemishes in the layers that in the skin. You know, the blemishes we couldn't remove during our healing process. We use the high frequency layer to do that, using the clone stamp tool. So we try our best to just clean in the highlights. We stay in the highlights. When we are cleaning the shadows, we stay in the shadows. We don't clean from highlights into shadows. We don't clean from shadows into highlights. Or midtones into highlights. Yeah. Same way with the mixer brush. We try and stay in highlights. So far, image looks good.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah. So then now, during my processes, I have action for enhancing lips, brightening the eyes, and also high pass contrast to make our image pop. Yeah. So we try and we use the brighten eye layer, the action, brighten eye action to brighten our eyes. And then also we create a layer for grading. So with grading, we go to adjustment, we go to our layer at the top, we look for new adjustment layer and click on gradient map. Then we change the blending mode to soft light. And then this is what we have. So when this pops up, we just click on the gradient map, the gradient property, choose noise here. And then we change the roughness to 20, so that it doesn't look too much. Yes.
Like too much editing, grading.
Yeah, too much grading. We want it very light on the skin.
Yeah, to make it look natural.
Exactly. We reduce the opacity too of the gradient map to about 30, and then now we come back into our gradient map and we click on randomize to change the see what gradients or what gradients we will get. So we try our best to get the right grading that will fit the image. So I didn't really like the first grading, so we'll try and create another one and then to compare, we choose the best. Exactly. So now that I think this second one is better, so let's delete
the first
one.
Yeah, I think I like this too.
So now we invert our high pass contrast so that it brings out the contrast in the skin. So when you invert, this is what you get. It makes the image pop. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's very beautiful.
Actually better than the flat skin. This is nice. It brings out the richness in the skin.
Yeah.
I think you have a great skin and it works very well with the warm light.
Exactly.
We call it a sun-kissed skin. I think you have that kind of skin. So the lip enhancer tool, we use the brush tool 100%, and then we use the white layer. We bring out the effects in the lip enhancer, so the lips will look richer, and then brighten eyes. So we try to brighten the eye. So this layer, we open when you open it. When you open it, right, the hue and saturation, you go into your reds and your yellows, and then you reduce them to 0. They reduce the saturation to 0. So it makes the reds and yellows in the eye desaturated, and then your image pop, your eyes look whiter and better. Then after that, we create a dodge layer where we enhance the highlights. So we do that by clicking on the curves and then increasing it. Then we invert the layer, and then we use the brush tool at an opacity of 10%, and then we brush in the highlights to make the highlights pop.
Okay.
So if maybe you are doing it and it's too much, you can reduce the opacity. You just have to go through them and then
just be playing around.
And then we do the same thing too. For the shadows too, we create another curve. We reduce the curve. We take it down a bit so that it brings out. It deepens the shadows. Then you invert it. Same process, and then you use the brush at a very low frequency, low flow.
Yeah.
You brush in your shadows, so that your image does not look flat.
Okay.
Then after that, you click on your mask in the properties and you increase the feathering a bit so that it looks doesn't look too sharp.
Okay.
Yes. You feather the curve layer. Then I think I can see a little bit of blemishes, so let me go into my frequency separation here and clean it.
So is the frequency separation the same as Gaussian blur or?
Yes. So frequency separation, to create these layers, because we didn't create, we have the actions already, but then if you have to create it manually, then you have to use the Gaussian blur. Yes. Use the Gaussian blur to create that layer. Use it to create the low frequency layer. So I think the image looks good.
Yeah, I'm a fine girl though.
Yeah, the image looks good. So now we would merge everything together into one layer, and then we save it.
Okay.
So we open this file from Capture One. So if you save here, Capture One creates a second file for you. It's saved in TIFF, T-I-F-F. So Capture One. So when we come back to Capture One, this is the TIFF file.
Edited.
Yes. So now you see the edited file here. Yeah. So we can see before and after. Yeah. So we see the original file.
Yeah.
This is what we had for our original file, and then this is what we have for the retouched.
That's nice.
Yeah, it looks very good
beautiful
and simple. It doesn't look too retouched.
Exactly. I really love this.
So we just make little adjustments here, and then we add just a little bit of. I like to add some blues in the shadows and some oranges in the midtones. Yeah. Then I pick any of these presets in Capture One just to enhance the image a little, the colors a bit. So I think this is our final image. I like it.
Yeah, I also like
it.
I love it.
So I think we've done a great work here. So yeah, I think you can check on our social and also our Instagram pages for the final work we posted there.
I think we should just
the links are below.
Show a picture of the final work too.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. I would want to edit now. So yeah, this is the final image of what we've done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Okay guys, so we are done with our editing and I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video because it was fun and it was educative for me because I really learned a lot. I didn't know how to edit some things, like I didn't know how to do some editing skills, but now I know how to do something, all thanks to Ebenezer. So thank you for having time to do this collaboration. And guys, a big shout out to Photo Palace for letting us use the space. So if you're looking for a photo studio, content studio, Photo Palace is the best place to be. And thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and share. And also, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your post notifications. So whenever I post, you'll be among the first to get a notification or to get notified. See you in my next video. Peace. Bye. Do the peace.
Bye.
Peace. Bye. High five.